Kind of remember where we left off here.
Well, hang on. Are we back online?
We're heading back online.
Because it still says we're offline.
It should be starting.
There it goes.
Cool. No! My hard work.
Did you forget to save?
I can't save.
You can't save?
Well, it saves automatically.
Oh.
Yeah, it saves at a certain point. So... yeah. We had so much fun doing that one. Let's do this all over again. Why not? Maybe I can do some awesome stuff this time. Let's see you. Okay, cool. Cool, okay, so he's ready. Let's see. Add him in.
Is he in the conference call?
Not yet. Adding to call.
There we go.
No! No, that wasn't supposed to happen. How did you cancel? Hello.
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 Yo.
How you guys doing? How's halfway going?
Doing a certain part over again.
Yeah, man. You guys didn't notice the retweets?
Negative. When I am on the game, it's usually mostly on the game.
I got that stuff on my phone, so I see that instant input, instant feedback.
Ah.
That would definitely help. I'm really not much of a Twitter person. Believe it or not, I don't really use much social media.
I use Twitter, but my phone is in my room. And
I've done... God, how many tweets have I done? Let me look. I probably have a record for, like, lowest number of twits ever. Or tweets. What the...
Alright, let's see.
I've heard worse. I've heard worse mispronunciations.
It's late, what can I say? Good thing I'm off.
Let's do this. Sniper rifle. Who should I give a sniper rifle to?
Yeah, let's see how many tweets I got. And for that matter, let's see if my Twitter got hacked again. Well, actually, if it had gotten hacked again, so we probably just set some.
Sure, let's do this. Equip weapon. 11% chance. Screwed it away. Okay, whatever.
Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tweets over the course of around 3 years. That's how little I use Twitter.
You need to get on that, man. Twitter's my life.
I just don't really like the whole being limited to so many characters, and plus I'm a smartphone, so I can't just tweet anywhere I want. So I just don't really use it much.
I feel the same way, but I think it's good that it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, for the exposure and whatnot, that's a given, obviously. In the
Well, the limitations keep you from. See, they keep me from getting too involved because
That's right.
I'm a philosophical person, so I tend to need more than 140 characters to say anything worthwhile. And I don't want to use my Twitter to just say a bunch of nonsense, even though I have been tonight talking about Crunchwrap Supreme and stuff. But that was like an inside joke, and you know, now Danny B is following my Twitter because of that. So it's like, you know, you gotta use it for a purpose. Shouldn't be a life updater, you know. Like,
Yeah.
people use it for that's annoying.
It's good for networking with people.
Right. Exactly. If they use it for networking, it's great. It's a great tool. If you're using it to be a socialite, then I'm not interested in what you have to say. So how you liking Halfway?
I'm liking it so far. I'm actually surprised that I lived this long.
So, what was the program did?
Oh, that's a good question. Gosh, I used to know the answer to this. Maybe the Halfway guys are like on Skype and I can invite them in here.
So they said the music's still louder than us talking. So let me adjust the sound again.
Ha!
Audio balancing, always fun. Believe me, I know.
All right, is it better?
Let me do a quick check on my end.
Oh wow. Okay, I need to do some healing soon. By soon, I mean now. Okay, yeah. Now I'm better.
Oh, hang on, my Chrome is being derpy. I'm not even getting the audio off, but that's just Chrome. 1 sec. Probably to force refresh the stream or some junk. There it goes. And now I'm getting Spanish ads.
Hola, señor.
¿Por qué, Twitch? ¿Por qué?
Is that a Family Guy reference?
No, that was
Uh-oh.
just me yelling why Twitch in Spanish.
Crap,
Yeah.
crap.
Okay, there it goes. Now I've got audio here. Let me see what it sounds like.
Quit aiming for my medic.
Okay, seems better from what I can tell now. But I'm gonna have the stream muted on my end because otherwise we're gonna hear each other talking like 2 times in a row, and it's gonna be weird and confusing. And
30-second delay.
Yep.
Talking.
Yep.
I think the Halfway guys might have just woken up randomly at night and retweeted and then went back to bed because they're in Germany. So.
Ah, gotcha.
But all you guys are part of Chucklefish, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're satellite studios. I don't know what you'd call them. We're published by Chucklefish.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm always interested in trying to help promote the other guys.
Definitely. I gotta say, I really am looking forward to Wanderlust Adventures. I'm big on old school stuff. I mean, like I said, I mentioned that the project I'm kind of writing out right now is kind of Zelda inspired. And when I say Zelda, I should be specific. I mean the original Zelda, like before they had these giant complicated stories and stuff that forced you to go on a linear path versus the original Zelda where it's you're Link. Ganon has stolen the Triforce and kidnapped Zelda. Get on that shit. And then they just dump you in the sword, dump you in the world, go, it's dangerous to go alone, take this sword. Okay, good luck. And that's, at that point, you just go wherever you feel like going.
Yeah.
You don't have that in Zelda anymore. I mean, the closest we've had would be Link Between Worlds kind of brought it back in a way, but it's not quite the same idea. But it certainly is a good new direction for the series, and I applaud it for that. But, you know, the thing with the original Zelda was, when you think about it, a massive chunk of that game could be accessed from the get-go. I mean, virtually all of Hyrule could be reached on foot, with the exception of, like, a couple areas that required the raft.
Much better.
You could go to almost any dungeon in the game without a special item, and could clear several of those dungeons without special items if you knew what you were doing. I mean, hell, if you were crazy, you could do a no sword run of that game.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate that type of gameplay, and I think it works well in open world setting, primarily, like Skyrim or something like that. We were hoping to be able to do that with Wanderlust Adventures, but we're kind of in like a little bit of a hybrid, primarily because the RPG crowd is going to be attracted to our game, and they love to have their hands held, you know.
Yeah.
So we wanted to give them some gameplay to understand.
Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, in my opinion, I love how Diablo 3 handled it, at least with the expansion, by having both a campaign mode and an open world adventure mode where, screw story, just go and kill whatever you want.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, ours you can do both without having to change modes.
Oh, nice.
So you could just ignore the quest line, or you can just make that all that you're doing, and it'll take some time to finish the game.
Neat.
If that's your focus, because I'm pretty sure you will have to be of a certain level. You know, I'm not sure. We gotta talk. I gotta talk about this with Jason. We probably already talked about it, and I just forgot. But you're supposed to be at a certain amount of power, I think, before you're able to go fight the end boss. But that also might just take care of itself.
Wouldn't be the first one to see a design like that. Dark Souls 2 actually does something like that, where there's one of two ways you can reach the end game. Either embrace 4 Great Souls and light 4 Primal Bonfires the normal way, or if you really don't mind killing things, just attain a bunch of souls and you can just proceed like that. Doesn't have to be the Great Souls.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got the Great Souls in Dark Souls 2. I didn't know there was another way.
Yeah, if you hit a certain soul memory, you can access the Shrine of Winter without having to embrace the 4 Great Souls.
Oh, wow.
I actually ended up doing that by accident, because while I did embrace all 4 Great Souls, I didn't find and activate one of the Primal Bonfires, which would actually trigger being able to open the Shrine of Winter. So I was like, oh, well, shit. That problem sorted itself out.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. My view isn't popular with Dark Souls. I know there's a lot of people that love that series. I really enjoyed the first 15 to 20 hours of the game, and then just thought the game was super tedious. After that, I basically rushed the rest of the game, and it still took me another 25 hours to beat it. And I was like, I'm done.
I don't actually blame you. Believe it or not, I prefer the first game, like, heavily. I mean, 2's got a lot of improvements in its little things, but its overall design feels like a step backwards compared to the first Dark Souls. Because, like, okay, Dark Souls was, it's kind of funny, going back to my mentioning of how Zelda was so open, a good chunk of the world of Dark Souls can be accessed from the get-go as well. I mean, if you start with the Master Key, you can sequence break like crazy, skip bosses and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I love that. I love that game actually rewarded you going off the beaten path and trying something different, as opposed to you are going to have to go this way, and then you can go this way, and then you can go this way. No, it's screw your paths. I'll go wherever I bloody well feel like. And Dark Souls 2 kinda went away from that with the fact that in Dark Souls 2, effectively, instead of a big interconnected world, you just have several paths that go off the main hub, and each one leads to its own little self-contained area. It's kind of more like... It's more like Demon Souls in that respect, actually. Because Demon Souls used a similar structure, except you actually teleported to different locations from the hub, and each area was its own self-contained area that didn't connect to the rest of the world.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easier to do.
Oh, yeah, design-wise, it's easier, but
Yeah.
I just felt a lot more work went into the creation of Lordran than Drangleic. I mean, they both look good, but Lordran just felt more believable because it's like you could actually go to all these different parts of Lordran and you could see how they were connected. Like when you're at the top of the first bell tower, when you're at the top of the Undead Chapel's bell tower, you can actually see Sen's Fortress from there. And then when you're at Sen's Fortress, you're connected to the bell tower.
I didn't play Dark Souls 1, I just played through Dark Souls 2.
Ah. You might want to try one at some point. A lot of people will tell you it's the better one, and in many ways, that's true.
Really? I played it for, I want to say 10 hours, and I was done. I was like, I'm not enjoying this game.
It's not for everybody. I mean, it's definitely not for everybody, but
No, I
I mean,
don't
when I
think so.
first played Demon Souls, I've gotten to Demon Souls way back when the game was on sale for really cheap at Best Buy, and I happened to have a Best Buy gift card, so I was like, I can basically get the game for like $5 out of my own cash after the gift card. So I'm like, you know what? I'll try this. I've heard all this stuff about it. I will try it. And I was like, this game is so hard. Why can I not stop playing it? I'm sucking. I can't stop playing.
Yeah,
Then I finally started to get it. I finally started to understand how it worked, and I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this.
Oh, thank God a turret is
Because when
gone.
you actually win a fight in a Souls game, oh man, do you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Okay, I still got these guys left. That's okay. If I can take these guys out, I'll be happy.
Yeah, you know what? That's probably true. It's so torturous, the game, and that when you finally beat it, you feel accomplished. I didn't struggle with the game too much, so maybe that's why I didn't care for it. Like, I just saw a tweet from one of the guys at Twitch. He said he hasn't beaten Dark Souls 2 yet, but he's beaten 19 bosses, and he's died 491 times or something like that. And he's like, I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it's bad. And someone's like, that's pretty good. And I was like, I only died 111 times, and I beat the game. And so I'm like, you're bad, you know. But you probably have to have that struggle in order to get that sense of accomplishment. I didn't get that feeling playing the game. I didn't feel like I did anything special. But that's I don't mean that to sound like I'm patting my own back and saying like I'm.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
I basically exploited the game because, you know, since I'm a technical designer, I can see patterns. And
Yeah.
you know, I see things a little bit quicker.
I mean, fair enough. I'll confess, when I actually did beat Dark Souls for the first time, I did it using what's considered one of the cheapest builds for PvE, which is a Zweihander build. Because Zweihander's poise damage is so high that it will knock down darn near anything in 1 to 2 hits.
Yeah, I just sword and boarded.
Sword and board actually works really good in the first one, especially with tower shields.
I love sword and shield in games. That's the first thing I look for in any role-playing game, and so when I found out Bloodborne doesn't have shields, I lost all interest in that game.
I'm still looking forward to it, but I will say that the loss of shields is going to hurt me too, because I am also very much a sword and board player. Like, even though I use this Y-Honder, I got enough strength to use it and a shield together, and yeah, my strongest character in Dark Souls 1 was a Y-Honder and Black Iron Great Shield user that just more or less relied on tank hits the shield and then smack him with his Y-Honder to kill him.
Yeah.
And rely on my armor's poise in the rare event I do get hit. That way I don't get stunned when I'm hit and I swing.
Yeah, I went all poise, and I did the best armor I could with the the least weight to it, because most of the filler mobs, sword and board just dominates them, and then you get to the boss, and then all of a sudden you have to use the dodge roll.
Yeah, the first game was a little better about that in some ways.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you could actually sword and board the final boss if you had a shield with good stability, fire, and physical block. In fact, that's how I normally beat the final boss, is just block like crazy.
Or yeah, I should say.
You can actually parry the final boss if you're good enough.
That's what I heard, that he's super easy if you just parry him or something like that.
Yeah, parrying and blocking is the easiest way to deal with Lord of Cinder.
I think they could just remove the parry and it'd make it they could use that button for something else. I never used the parry the entire time I played the game.
Parry is definitely not for everybody, especially because the timing is so weird. You would think it's right as you would take the hit, but it's not as you take the hit. It involves having to actually have your shield make contact with their weapon as it comes at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's about actually having the shield physically hit and deflect the weapon.
Yeah, I tried parrying a couple times, and I was like, it didn't work, or it worked. It seemed to work at almost random. Like I couldn't really predict when it would work. So I was just kind of like, well, this is way too risky. I might as well just hold my shield up, and just gut it out. Just play the endurance play.
Yeah. The big trick, at least in Dark Souls 1, is most of the time you want to parry in order to have your weapon shield hit their swing is right as they actually start their swing. Like, you'll see them swing ready, and as soon as you see them bringing their blade on you, that's what you do. Not so sure in the second one, because I pretty much never parried in the second one. In the second one, it was all about dodging, especially because a few times I tried parrying, it seems like toss don't hit nearly as hard as backstabs do, which is funny because in Dark Souls 1, it's just the opposite. Backstabs are alright, and parry ripostes do the big damage.
Yeah.
Yes! Okay.
Yeah, so I highly recommend, if anybody is an XCOM or Tactics, Ogre Battle, any of those turn-based tactics game players, like, take a look at this game. I think it's $12.99 on Steam. It's from a small, like, 3-man team, 4-man team. The two main guys are brothers, artist and coder.
Wow.
And it took them a year and a half to make this game, and it's available, and they're coming out with a level editor fairly soon, within the next few weeks, I think.
Oh, nice.
And you'll be able to share your levels and stuff that you design, I'm pretty sure. So it's,
A year and a half? Damn, this looks really good for something that got made in that amount of time.
Right? Yeah. So it's very well designed and polished, and I've been trying to, it's not totally shameless. I believe I wouldn't just go around saying you should buy a game to support developers if I didn't think they deserved it. So yeah, definitely take a look at this game. I wonder if there's a link. You mind if I link the?
Go ahead. Go for it,
dude.
Okay. Should be this one. I wonder if
Go
it's
right
on
ahead.
Let's see. No, it's $12.99. So that's a link for halfway. Yeah, and if you're a streamer and you happen to stream it, make sure you tweet Robotality, because they'll retweet it, and they really appreciate anybody who will stream it for their user base, their viewer base, I should say.
Cool. I'll definitely have to keep that.
All indie developers really work that way. Anytime you guys stream a lot, so you should be tweeting. Well, you stream a lot of retro games and stuff, so I don't know if the developers are still around for a lot of the games you play, but if you do something newer, then definitely, when you do your cast, include them in a tweet.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah, we generally end up streaming stuff with we did Yacht Club games. We've done stuff with other people that did things through Kickstarter, and let me see.
Sage was our guy who contributes to the Kickstarters, basically.
Yes, Aegis Defenders. Yeah, that would be me.
Aegis Defenders?
Yes.
That's a new one. It's on Kickstarter now, right?
Well, there was on Kickstarter. They just recently closed their the Kickstarter finally closed out. They made a good amount of money for, I think, up to co-op mode. Local co-op, anyway.
Local co-op? Oh.
Yeah, their online co-op was a lot of a higher tier.
It's not easy to make online co-op, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine. That's definitely one thing that I would like to learn how to do network coding for Game Maker, but that's way down the line. I'm thinking if I actually do projects on a regular basis at some point, that's going to be way later down the pipe.
Yeah, that's definitely. I've learned how to code online stuff before I started using Game Maker. In like C++ and a C++ builder IDE or whatever from Borland, and so I had kind of a nose for it as soon as I got into Game Maker, and kind of did some. I was one of the first guys to do some online stuff.
So wait, you've worked with C++?
I did.
Out of curiosity, what brought the change?
Well, Game Maker is far more efficient at developing games than C++. If you can design around Game Maker's flaws, then it's far superior. C++ is more robust, but you have to do a whole lot more to get it to run, to make a game with it.
This is true.
Like Game Maker, there's nothing like Game Maker. You can just load a sprite, and you just drag and drop a sprite into it, name it, assign it to an object, and then it's in the game. It shows up on the screen.
Code.
Like it's just way too easy. I can't get away from it.
I hear you on that. Yeah. Admittedly, there are a few quirks of it that I still have to learn and get around. Like, for some reason, I've always had a problem with more advanced collision code. I've had to usually rely on stuff that's available through guides and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, most of my collision stuff. It's just like there's certain rules. If you follow them, you won't break it. Like if you have a tiny little bullet that's only like 2 pixels wide. One second, I think I'm about to sneeze. I feel it coming on. Okay, I got the PAX Pox, man, freaking sick. So if you have a 2 pixel or 2x2 little bullet,
Yeah.
You're shooting it. If you make the bullet travel 16 pixels per second, then it could travel straight through anything that is less than 16 pixels wide.
Yep.
So if you're doing that, then yeah, you either have to slow the bullet down to where it's no quicker than your smallest object, or make the bullet larger, or then you have to do some fancier collision stuff where it's like kind of checking ahead to see if it hits anything each frame that it moves, and that's a little advanced, but Nothing that a tutorial like Game Maker Community can't show you how to do.
Yeah, I remember actually using something like that in my little 2D shooter project at one point because bullet hell shooters have a bit of a problem in Game Maker in that the idea of bullet hell is usually your hitbox is much smaller than your actual ship because there's no way you can dodge bullets otherwise because there's so many on screen. You need to have a small hitbox to squeeze through them. But then that can result in many bullets getting right past your hitbox
if
without
they're moving
advanced
too
code.
fast. Yep. Yeah, so that's that's a part of that's a Game Maker thing you'd have to work around, but it's possible. It's possible to do it.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so far so good. I'm back to where I was before. Fun times. Okay. Okay, let's give this to Linda. Yeah, that's right. Maybe Linda can have this and a sniper rifle.
I have not messed much with Unity. And I'd say not at all.
I have a little bit, but I don't have the patience for learning a new development environment when none of my game designs that I currently want to do would require it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Unity wasn't exactly designed around 2D to begin with.
Right. So since I'm the master at Game Maker, I'm not gonna just walk away from it.
Makes sense.
Even if Unity does add, I mean, they're working on it and they're adding 2D functionality and improved 2D functionality, but I'll have to still spend time researching and learning Unity.
Whereas,
why would I do that when
do
I
it all? Yeah, why?
I can finish fourth of a project by that time in Game Maker or whatever. Game Maker had a bad reputation, but it's pretty much gotten away from that now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now that all these other more talented developers are making games with it, and they're making games with it because it's so easy.
And it can actually do some pretty good looking stuff. I mean, it's not a commercial product because it legally can't be one. It's a fan game, but have you heard of AM2R, aka another Metroid 2 remake?
No.
Oh my god, it's one of the best looking Game Maker projects I've seen. Like, oh no, it's beautiful. Like, in my opinion, the smart thing to do, the smart thing for Nintendo to do would be to actually just buy this guy's work or something, because...
Oh, really? There's a Game Maker game that just floors me with how amazing it looks. I'm trying to remember the name of the game, but it's incredible. Let's see, platformer. What was it called?
Valda Story was one of the games that was made through Game Maker.
Valda Story, great looking. Yep. Yeah, I've been in contact with them for years. The guys who make that's Endless Fluff.
Yes.
Yeah, we're fans. I'm a big fan of their work, and we've supported one another for quite some time.
Okay.
There's a link to AM2R in the Skype chat, by the way. Well, a fan-made trailer for it.
In the Skype chat?
Yeah.
Let's go take a look.
Yeah, it was actually it was fun working with Endless Fluff.
Oh wow!
And I've actually I played through the demos, and it feels perfect. Like, everything about it is just spot on, and how a Metroid game should feel. The jumping, the shooting, it feels perfect. And what really amazes me is not only is this guy programming the game, the music, he's also composing all the music, and he clearly has musical talent, because that Brinstar remix, I friggin' love that theme.
Whew, okay.
Damn, this looks sweet, dude.
I know, right? When I found out it was being made in Game Maker, it blew my mind, because I'm like, this just, the graphical effects, the smoothness of it.
Okay, fine.
Not to mention, it's a Metroid game that's most desperately need a remake because I love Metroid to death, but I'm sorry, Metroid 2 did not age well.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, you've got a small view area, Game Boy limitation.
Yeah.
A lot of the levels just really drag on and are hard to get through as far as memorizing them because everything looks the same, and some areas just... oh god. So yeah, having a mini-map, thank you, Lord.
So,
Oh yeah, dude. Nintendo, man, they should. Nintendo is very, very old school with their policies towards fan games and even streaming that they won't admit, but they don't like anybody infringing on their territory at all. They would never. It would shock me if they did the prudent thing and supported this guy putting this out on PC or something.
Well, it may not PC, but the way I see it, if the smart thing to do would be commission like a Wii U or 3DS version.
Yeah, if it's Game Maker Studio, you could probably do a Wii U version fairly easily.
Well, he's actually migrating to Studio, one of the big things he mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, which will make it run even better, and he'll be able to do more effects and etc. etc.
so now that we've finally got to a safe point on this one, would you guys care to switch over to the Wanderlust so we can see, show the folks what the past one is and...
Sure.
Go for it.
Awesome. So now we're going to switch over to Wanderlust. I should have saved at this spot before instead of having to do it over
Whoa,
again.
excuse me. Sorry, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, certainly did.
It's like, whoa!
Instead of going to the path again, like I just did. But hey, I managed to survive without dying again. So that says something. For those that are disappointed in the fact that I didn't die, too bad. So now we're going to go into... where is it? Ah, here it is.
I can't find that. Yeah, I can't find that other Game Maker game.
Wanderlust Rebirth.
God,
Hey.
I cannot get enough of this music.
The music's great and halfway, huh?
Yes, it is. It's kind of...
Is
it's
this
just
off the
chilling.
AM2R trailer theme, aka the that theme's actually used for the water processing facility in the game itself? But yeah, it's just I love the Brinstar theme, so an awesome Metroid Prime atmospheric remix of it. Yeah, because I mean, the song's obviously Prime inspired in its stylings, and I'm okay with that because Prime had amazing music.
Alright, time to boot this up. Retro, get ready to boot your game up too.
Yep,
You wanna,
give me a sec on that.
You want to pop up the trailer for Wanderlust first?
Sure, let's do
Wanderlust
that.
Rebirth, I guess, and we'll do Wanderlust Adventures later.
Sounds good.
Let's see. I guess I can just pull up this one. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little link in advance here of the debut trailer for Adventures. That's our big trailer.
Let's do this. Okay. Alright, so there we go. And
I accidentally linked you a playlist. Sorry.
no
Let me,
problem.
I'll remove that real quick. So we have 46,000
There we go. Let's do
views
this.
on our. Whoa.
There we go. Let's try that. And so this is the trailer for Wanderlust Rebirth, the previous one.
Get a little bit of a lead there, dude. A lot of bleed.
Still bleeding.
A little better now.
And that was the trailer for Wanderlust Rebirth.
Well, fortunately, it wasn't coming through the broadcast. Broadcast sounded fine.
Oh, good.
I was watching the broadcast on my phone, and it sounded fine. Crystal knows a little bit about Wondrous Adventures already, so she's asking some secret questions.
Let's see. This does not want to behave with me. This shouldn't remain in at windowed mode. Let's see.
Oh, hit F11 if you need to go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Although it's going to shrink down probably. You have a good size. You just need to put it behind your overlay, it looks like.
Yep. One moment. I think I got this. Yep, there you go.
So let me load up the game. I don't know if I... Some crazy shit going on. Oh yeah,
There we
dude,
go.
I got a free copy of Invisible Ink from Clay Interactive.
Sweet.
I gotta play that. Shit, I gotta download Wonderlust. That's 30 megs. It's good. We good. Leth's Axe, the song is the music that will be played during the final boss fight.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Somebody
gonna
asked where that music is played in the game, and I was just, it's at the final boss.
say you want me to set the music more toward for Wanderlust Adventures.
You can. The music in Rebirth is good. It's just not, you know, it's old like MIDI.
Fair
It's really
enough.
good stuff, though.
Okay, we can still work with this then. Cool. All right, that's working. Video preview. Good.
The final boss. Yep. I am not the final boss, though.
Nah, they already pulled that idea in Angry Video Game Nerd.
Did they?
Yeah, the final boss is the programmer. Because who else could be the target of the nerd's rage at that point?
Sure, makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Bah, I'll just hit the music. Let's see.
What? You having some sound problems?
Oddly enough, which when I tested it before, it was working pretty good.
Are you playing? Oh.
That's why I say screw it and go for adventures music.
Yeah, if you're on Windows 8, you might want to do that.
Windows 7.
Oh, 7? Okay, you should be okay. But Windows 8. Oh my god! I gotta do the tutorial.
I know, right?
Actually, you know what? Let me start from the beginning so they can see the tutorial.
Okay, I forget how to play. Oh, these graphics.
This is where we go to the blast of the past.
Yeah, this is I'm ready to play the next game now.
Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere.
These graphics were compiled over the course of a 4.5, 5-year period, so you have to excuse the inconsistencies. Oh my god, I don't even remember how to play because I've made changes in the new game. Oh, I remember I had to die. There we go.
One moment. Let's go back to the beginning, people.
Alright. Escape.
That's the tutorial, so,
Alright, shall I host a private game?
Sure. What the? Come on.
Um,
Launch. Failed app already running. Really?
I'll host a multiplayer private game, and the search key will just be my name in lowercase.
all right.
Leth, I mean, just Leth.
Right. That's what I figured.
Yeah, I was like, well, I better clarify that there.
There we go. Now this thing is booting up again. That was fun. Let's try this again.
Someone's in.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. Oh, you picked fighter too? Alright, I'll be the girl
Yep.
fighter. Change gender. Boom, achievement.
Oh, you can just do that?
Yeah.
So you two just went past the tutorial?
I beat the tutorial.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, if you know what to do, it doesn't take terribly long.
Yeah, it's basically learn how to attack, learn how to block or use your skill, learn how to craft something.
Oh, memories. I haven't played this game in a while. What kind of character are you gonna play as?
I actually have a screw it, I'm gonna load Sagely. I have a cleric actually.
Okay.
Okay, good. At least won't be 3 fighters then.
Yeah. No, I'll play as. I'll switch over to.
Huh, that's odd. Sound didn't work out for well. Okay, whatever.
I'll switch over to Alchemist.
Alrighty. Uh-huh.
Yep.
And do a search for Leth in lowercase.
Yeah, I recently updated that So we use the Steam networking API and to allow these private games and kind of redesign that menu a little bit. That was an
neat.
update like the end of, let's see, was that like the very end of last year? Might have just been earlier this year. Oh, lowercase.
I did.
Dude.
All lowercase.
I did. I had to delete it.
Oh, okay. We're on 30
Which
seconds.
delay?
Yeah. Look at that, it works with a gamepad. Woo!
Yep.
I love it. I love the little type in one character at a time old school gamepad thing. I don't know why.
I kind of wish the D-pad worked on that screen, though. Probably a little quicker.
Yeah.
All right, Crystal, is that better?
What happened? She complaining about the music?
Yeah, the music's louder than the voices this time.
Oh,
Yeah, it was kind of loud. Like I could hear it from here. And I'm across the U.S. from you. Jeez.
Yeah. Hotkeys. Oh man, this is so different.
Blast from the past.
Yeah.
So I noticed that, like, in this game, fighters can do time blocks. Neat, but I do have one question. Is there anything that stops you from just, like, say, block spamming like this?
Yeah, it won't work. It won't work if you do that.
Okay, just curious.
Mm-hmm.
I've been toying with ideas of how to make an effective time block mechanic myself, and one idea I had was, in order to do a time block, you can't just spam it because the time block is effectively on sort of timer where when you block, you can't be putting
No
the
worries.
time block state again for X amount of seconds unless you actually make a time block. Well, maybe not
Yeah,
X amount of seconds, X amount of frames.
Right. I don't remember how I did it,
All right, so
Anyway,
you,
we ready?
but it works. I don't remember how I coded it. That was like 5 years ago. So I'm the host. So let's just co-op story. Oh, I redid this screen as well. It's way better. Oh my god. You probably don't see it though. It's got the difficulty at the top, and then you can choose each thing, and it shows that they're locked, and this is great. Much better. In the next game, we don't have these cinemas where you're stuck here, not able to do anything anymore. Only the host gets stuck, and the other guys can just keep walking around.
Ah, nice.
okay, cool.
So you still see them chatting because we've changed how the chat system works, but you're free to kind of roam around and do whatever, just be goofballs or whatever. So have you guys played this before?
I played a bit of it.
Very little, at least a tutorial. I've decided. I delayed.
I got to
both
like the
of them.
first chapter or two, I think.
Okay. I like the cute mage in this game. Yeah, she likes the.
Pow! Ha!
Boom! New record. The idea is to hit enemies and not get hit back. So you see that combo and stuff on the left. You want to get that as high as you can. So we got it to 19. Oh,
Ow.
somebody got hit. So
Sorry.
That was me.
both of you did. It looked like.
I wish I had a knife.
Oh, this probably looks pretty cool with the new music.
At least you chose the right music for this situation.
Yeah.
In fact, it's playing Leth Axe.
Yeah. You know why that is? Why it's called that?
Why is that?
Well,
Crystal, you forgot. Just it's called Leth's Axe because I play guitar in it.
Nice.
Oh, neat.
I play the solo in it later on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he sent it to me. I was like, dude, I could do a little, a little solo thing if you want. And he didn't know how good I was at guitar. He was like, oh yeah, sure. I sent it to him. He's like, oh, this is really good. Here, okay, cool. I was like, sweet. Because you never know. Someone will be like, I'll play guitar, and it's just like bad. Oh.
These guys are dying so quick, I don't get a chance to see what their attack looks like, so I can get an idea of when to block.
Oh yeah. They should kind of forecast their swing for a split second, like hold their hand up and then.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I was having some trouble seeing the wolves, but these guys are a lot easier to notice.
Oh, the wolves are hard to counter. Oh,
What is it about animals being more annoying than humans in these kind of games? I swear. I was playing some Orochi Muso 3 Ultimate earlier today, and it's like I can mow through armies of people just fine. But once you do a level where they're all tigers, it's suddenly like, get wrecked.
I don't know. Oh, there's that solo. Yeah. Backstabbing does extra damage, but it's hard to do it. It can be harder to do it with the fighter because they usually will turn and face you. So I can dash through them and then pat, 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 hit them in the back. More Buddha! Like, he comes back, he's back in the second game, he's back in Wonderless Adventures as one of the bosses. NPC.
So out of curiosity, you still have that forward movement when attacking in adventures?
Yeah.
I see. I was curious because I couldn't help but think of a rather interesting mechanic they came up with in how to handle attacking in Diablo 3 on console that I almost think might work really good for this kind of game.
How's that?
Where you only, basically in Diablo 3 console with melee attacks, you only move forward if you're holding a direction when you attack. Otherwise, you stay stationary.
Oh, interesting.
That way, if you're trying to mow through groups, you can just hold the direction in and you'll keep moving. And if it's an enemy that you need to stay in one place for, you just lock onto them, keep the stick neutral, and you won't move.
Oh shit, treasure!
Get wrecked.
Sweet, we got some awesome loot.
Yeah. Oh
Let's see
yeah.
what we
Dude.
got here. Where's my end? There we go. Let's see. Up. Trying to use the D-pad.
Yeah, you did.
I'm so used to using D-pads for menus.
I gotta make it so the D-pad works in the next game. I gotta do that.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that because I end up using the D-pad and stuff like that happen as well.
Well, the D-pad should probably just double as a movement thing,
Yeah.
which would make it work then. So I'll look into doing that.
Okay.
Because we don't need Adventures doesn't need the D-pad. I don't think. I think in this game it doesn't really do anything except those little chat remarks, right?
Actually, it
D-pad
also
opens your tutorial indicator.
Yeah.
Oh, the hint stuff. Yeah, we don't have the hint stuff for the next game anymore. So.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well have the D-pad double for that. Would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, will this be featuring character art like this, or will it not feature the character art for your character anyway?
Oh no, we went full pixel in the next game, so
Okay.
we removed the. In fact, the way the dialogue is in Adventures, it like
Speech balloons, right?
little speech balloon that grows depending on how much text they're saying above their head. So it's a lot more integrated into the world instead of kind of overlaid.
Okay. So essentially, you get to feel more like the actual character rather than you. It's more customizable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Points. Oh, right.
Plus,
Forgetting, D-pad doesn't do anything here.
we have way more characters in the second in adventures, so it would just be way too much art.
Yeah, don't blame you there.
Yeah, you gotta work within your limitations for your team. Oh yeah, look at this.
Power slash. I will put some points into that.
Why not? Yeah, I do like the fact that from what I've seen of adventures, it's more customizable.
I'm definitely big on character customization. Being able to fine-tune a character to be what you want him to be.
Oh yeah, we in the next game we added an extra equipment slot and item type, the charm. So there's 6 things you can wear, customize your character more.
Well, okay.
And we also increased the number of items you carry in your inventory by like 16 or something like that. It's 36 instead of 20. You should be able to carry more stuff to kind of look through and compare. Oh, we have a comparison window now in the inventory. So when whatever you're wearing is compared to what you have in what you're currently selecting. Just a lot of those amenities that people expect in modern RPGs.
Right.
Quest accepted.
Yeah, I accepted a quest. But in the next game, when I talk to an NPC, like you'll see me talking to them as well. Like,
okay.
So it's all automatically handled. There's a few instances where the text won't show up, and that's our new hint system. Instead of you having to hit E to see a hint or whatever, your character will just say a hint to you, like it'll basically fourth wall.
Wait.
You'll basically tell the player, oh, I can add a new skill point by pressing K, and then put K in parentheses or whatever. But you are the only one that sees that. The other players in the game don't see it. Sounds like the music might be loud.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
No, over here, you dumb wolves.
Whoops. He's adjusting the music and we're getting attacked.
I was trying to tank, and for some reason, they were not paying attention to me. There we go.
You can customize the outfit. Yeah, you can. Each character sprite has a certain number of colors you can customize. You can't, it won't. Picking up new equipment won't change how your character looks, but you can at least do that yourself with the coloration to kind of separate you from other players. Oh.
There you go.
All right, who's he going to be following?
Me?
Okay, let me go ahead and do the
he's hiding
tank
under
thing.
He's hiding under the tree.
Oh yeah. So will there be? I think there was a discussion about this at some point too during one of your streams about potentially having like a way for tanks to call monsters over to them.
Yeah. There is a war cry ability. It's in this game too, but it's just not as effective for whatever reason. I don't remember what changes they made in the code, but in the next game you can taunt. In adventures, one of those adventures you can taunt, and it slows enemies and makes them target the fighter that taunted them. In this game, you can distract a monster just by touching it, and it'll target you. So it's a more active approach.
Okay.
But that's not something we explicitly inform the player with, so some players struggle with it. Quest completed.
Yay!
So now we can, and we're dominating. We got 100% on the first level, right?
Yep.
So that gave us 200 character points.
Sweet. Earned an achievement! Exclamation point.
Oh
It's definitely a different mechanic than what I usually see in RPGs for leveling. Usually it's just grind, grind, grind. I kind of like that it's more in this. Just it's different. The whole thing that where it's like level performance gives you your levels, but
it's performance. Yeah, the game started off as more of a skill game than RPG, an event, but all the people who were playing it were RPG players, so we kind of tried to
I hear you.
kind of shoehorn in some RPG elements, and eventually got this really weird hybrid.
Yeah. The game design I'm working on is actually a weird hybrid too. I mentioned it was kind of Zelda inspired, but I'm actually trying to incorporate a leveling mechanic into it, but I'm trying to do one that's not the traditional level up by grinding and killing, because in my opinion, that's just not really fun. Not unless you do it in a way that makes it rewarding and fun to actually gain your levels. Because eventually it's just like, quest here, kill here, ding, yay.
Yeah, we believe we actually took the the traditional, I guess let's call that the traditional leveling method, where it's you get experience for kills and eventually level up, but we added the Wanderlust flair on top of it, the icing, I guess. Whereas when you fight stuff, you get awards for doing cool things, and the awards have a chance at multiplying the amount of experience you're getting for those battles. Plus, on top of that, our game's combat is already more Twitch-based than hotkey management based. So you're already kind of paying more attention and more engaged just purely because of the style of combat. What is up with this? Why can't I do it?
I assume you're supposed to. There we go.
God.
I figured you were supposed to take the key off him while he was drunk and asleep.
Yeah, and it was like the button was trolling me. Ow. It was like showing up for a split second and then disappearing. It's supposed to be a little bit longer. Let that bear out, but
is that really a good idea?
Not really. He's pretty strong, although he'll go fight the other enemies.
Come out, my friend! We shall free you!
I'll let him out. I got the keys.
Alright. Taste freedom, bear!
Okay, let's bring him over here with us. Don't let him touch you. Oh, he's going after Seizu. Oh.
He's going after black guy! Shit!
There he goes. Now I'll fight him. These guys had too much to drink. Ow!
Oh god, that hurt.
Ah, we're good. See, the interesting thing about... I shouldn't say the interesting thing about this game, because it's the game I worked on, or I made, but an interesting point is that people thought the game was too easy, because it is rather easy to get through the game. Like, even if you die, you just revive and you keep going. So they thought they accused the game of being too easy, and then what they don't realize is that whoa, it was that it's lowering their score for the chapter, and that they won't get as many character points at the end. But since they didn't put, let's say, 1 and 2 together to get 3, they get to later levels in the game and they just become virtually impossible to survive a single encounter.
Yeah.
And thus they all complain about the balancing of the game. That it's like, too easy at first and then it's hard at the end and it's boring and tedious or whatever. And it's like, no, you you need to go back and play the earlier levels until you get a good score on them. You don't just. It's just something that was lost in the kind of how we designed the game to be a linear story, so people just assumed that was the point of the game, was to progress through the story, when it actually was. It's more of a action and score attaining game. It's about getting scores.
So to offset that, you made it more RPG oriented.
Well, that's the crowd the game was appealing to. The game didn't appeal to like people who like shooters and fighting games and stuff like that, where you're going for fancy tactics and points. Oh, can't block those.
You maniac! You blew yourself up! Damn you to hell!
I tried blocking.
Oh, Barbuda. God, he's such a pimp, though. Only
we lure him to the explosives?
Yeah, we could. Let me stun him. Whoa. Okay.
He stunned me.
Oh, yeah, he stunned you. I didn't stun him. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay.
Ow. Ah!
We're gonna kill him without. Oh god. Alright, here, come by me. Oh shit, never mind.
He dizzied himself.
That was an explosive. Oh no!
Saved by the dialogue.
Yeah, it didn't do anything because the.
Let's see here.
I got 2 gems.
Same here.
Bring the adept, improve criticals. Yes, please.
The gems replace a stat.
Will you be able to compare loot like in adventures, i.e. like when you highlight a piece of loot for something you're already wearing, you can compare the two and look at them side by side?
Yeah, yes, there's a comparison window in adventures, because there's a lot more loot in adventures. There's a lot more loot and crafting, and so yeah, definitely had to add that in. Okay, so what should I do with this big red barrel? What do you guys think?
Question: what do I?
Destroy.
I've got a gem here that says endurance +3, and I've got an augment function for it. What can I do with that?
That's a gem.
Do I socket it into stuff, or?
Yeah, well, there are no sockets in this game. There are in adventures, because this confused people as well. Once you get a green or blue item, you can take the gem and augment the green or the blue item, and depending on if it's green or blue, if it's green, it'll alter the stronger stat on the item, and if it's blue, it'll alter the weaker stat. And you can also get blue gems, which will alter the stronger stat on a blue item. So it's like it replaces the stats. So blues are really versatile because you can alter both the green and the blue and just change the item to whatever you want. In Rebirth, anyway.
Okay.
In Adventures, there will be sockets that say green socket or blue socket, and it's much more obvious. And it's not something we wanted to do. We preferred this way, but it's just one of those things that people just they couldn't wrap their head around it because it's too different from the norm, and we just got complaints instead, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta try and find. There is a fine line, so to speak. So I hear that.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
We'll be able to throw the barrels in
Adventures?
Yes.
It's on my like wish list of things to add, but it's doubtful. But that is something that I wanted to add. Wouldn't that be neat? Like pick up a barrel and throw it. I don't know if I have any explosive barrels in Adventures, honestly. Think about that. I might have to add them in as an enemy spawn almost. They just spawn randomly in a room.
Just out of curiosity, those light ray effects a sprite using some kind of blending or
yes.
a particle effect?
No, I don't use any particles. It's a sprite that's being rotated and
drawn with an additive blending effect.
Yeah, I think I did an addition blending mode add, and drew the sprite with the yellow.
Yeah, I had some fun with that drawing mode and particles when trying to create explosion effects.
There's my solo again.
What I found really funny, though, is I haven't messed with it in a while, but speaking of Game Maker, one of the most unusual bits of code I've ever seen for it is, have you ever heard of using the draw fog function to actually colorize a sprite?
Yeah, I use those in adventures. It's very handy. We use it to make it to where you know what you're about to, like, we know what enemy you're targeting, and also when you're interacting with objects that you can hit a spacebar and interact with, like a green outline goes around them. So I basically draw.
Really neat, even though I think it was not really intentional for it to work that way, it sure is a neat trick.
Yes, it's great. Yeah, basically,
perfect.
I'll take the sprite and draw it 4 times. One above, left and up one, right and up one, down and right one, down and left one, or whatever, and change it to red, so the character has a red outline around him or whatever.
How do you know if you get a good
100%.
score?
100% again, dude. We're too good.
Oh, nice, 100%, sweet.
Sorry, what were you saying, Danny?
I was saying, how do you know if we get a good score? Then I see the
It's
rating.
down on the bottom, yeah.
100%, yeah.
The total is the badges are kind of totaling up, and so we can compare each other. And
So what do you think of the new Gauntlet, if you don't mind me asking? From what you've seen of it anyway, if you haven't seen any of it.
I haven't seen anything about it, but Gauntlet's a game that Wanderlust is often compared to, which is, it's not a bad comparison. Gauntlet's
I've seen some footage and it looks fun, but I do worry about the fact that apparently it's going to be encouraging competitive co-op, i.e. trying to be the one that gets the most gold and other stuff of that sort.
Oh, really? That's weird.
And unfortunately, you can still shoot the food.
You could shoot
God
the food?
damn it, Elf.
Oh my god. It's a classic. Okay, so you guys, do you want to continue?
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, what else would we be doing? I mean, I don't...
You could go... Yeah, you could
Adventures
go
isn't
back...
out yet, so...
I
I would
could go back to the, main place and purchase stuff if you have money, and then augment it, or respec your character, or if you made a mistake in how you distributed your points or whatever. We can do that after this chapter.
Okay. I do love respecs. That's definitely something that helps make a bad decision less punishing.
Yeah, we have free respecs in both games, so it's
For
definitely.
the thing I'm designing, I don't know if I'm going to make respecs free because, in my opinion, that makes things a little too easy. But at the same time, I don't want to make respecs a limited deal. Just make them something you have to do a little work for. But different games do it different ways. Diablo 3 allows for full respecs for free at any time, and it works.
Right, we have
Diablo
another-
3 often requires you to change your playstyle on the fly.
We have something like that in Adventures, so you can always respec, but in Adventures, what people can do is when they reach level 25, which is our max level, if we didn't have, let's say we just did it like this. So once you reach 25, you really would only respec if someone else played the same character and you guys wanted to complement one another or something, But there's no drive there. There's no carrot, maybe enticing the player to play more and achieve more. So what we added was rebirthing, which is kind of an homage to this game.
Right.
You can go on a quest and go see a certain character in the game who will move your level back down to 15 instead of 25, but give you an extra skill point at level 15, and that's cumulative. So every time you hit 25, you can go rebirth and you'll get an extra skill point and be back at 15 to where you can level up to 25 again. But the second time you level to 25, you'll have 25 skill points. third time you hit the 25, you'll get 26, and so on, until eventually you'll just have every skill in the game at max.
Oh, we got him.
Ah, shit.
So it's basically a you know, something for the guys who have maxed out their character to. There's a way to keep advancing.
Oh, shit.
Bears!
Oh yeah, double bear all the way. That was almost a triple bear.
Bears.
Angel breath. Oh yeah, angel breath is in this game, but not in adventures. Gives you soul. It gives you soul charge points. Oh shit! I just got a gem out of that barrel. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty rare. Getting a freaking crafted item out of a barrel is awesome. I haven't used my sleep potion yet.
The entire village is sick.
This village is sick. They're all in their houses. Whoa!
Hey, it just means less sprites to have to render.
Yeah. Nah, they come out later when you complete this
Oops,
quest.
I realized we had some more alive.
It's because all these spiders.
Pooping everywhere. Spider poop. So, the spider spit, the little web spit that they do or whatever, shooting, used to stun you. And this particular spot in the game would just destroy everybody. So we made it to where it doesn't do that except on epic mode. We removed a lot of the stunning effects from normal and put it on epic only.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does make epic more epic. So we kind of embrace that a little more fully in the next game. There's a lot of differences between normal mode and epic mode. For instance, when you get in a battle in adventures, once you leave battle, your health will regenerate until you're full again.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game is open world and it's randomized, so there's no way for us to predict how much health. You know, we can't predict what fights you're going to encounter and whether it's going to be fair for you to fight two of them in a row or whatever in adventures. So we're like, okay, normal mode, we'll let people, you know, just get their health back so they get through the fight.
That was not smart.
By the time you get to epic mode, you should have some skills that replenish health for your team, so we don't replenish health automatically on epic mode.
Okay.
This area is, I've always known this area is rather colorful.
It is. Don't tell Jason, but I never really liked this area. I still don't. The first time I played with Jesse Cox and Josh Mattingly, they were like, "This is Superman ice cream level" or something like that. It was so funny. It's such a random thing to say.
I mean, the vines are everything great. It's just the multicolored moss. I guess it's supposed to be moss.
I guess it's moss. Yeah, it was just like it throws
always
me
kind
off.
of threw me off. Like, why is it so colorful in here?
Yeah, and then the place is called Dark Cavern, and you got the ice cream level.
Yeah, it threw me off just a little bit.
Yeah.
I totally understand. It's fine. It's you don't hurt my feelings. I made sure he didn't do that again in the next game. Whoop.
Okay, why'd I do that?
Oh, you're back out. You're good. You guys getting put to sleep.
Like this makes me wish I had something a distant attack.
Sometimes I wish I had a Symphony of the Night style backdash.
You're playing the cleric.
Yes.
Ah, yes. In the next game, the Crusader does have a ranged attack. A combination of ranged attacks. In fact,
Well, it's dead.
Damn it, Retro.
What? What
I should stab you for that.
For what?
I stepped in right as you got me poisoned.
Oh, the overgrowth.
I didn't get you poisoned. It got you poisoned because you stepped into range of it. I was trying to kill it.
The overgrowth in adventures, I thought was one of the worst looking spots in adventures, and then Jason did another pass on all the maps in the game, and added a lot of extra like vines and thorny things, and then added a overlay that's parallax, so it looks like you're kind of under a canopy, and it looks incredible. Now it's probably one of the best looking. It was the worst, and now it's probably the best looking
nice
place in adventures, which is great because that means everything is improved. So.
Oh, nice. Hi, Plant.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me, Seymour. Nice. Oh my God. Little shop of horrors.
Yep. Oh shit.
Did you know that she originally had an alternate ending where the plant ate everything?
That's what I heard. It's the original like story ending or something, right?
New record.
Oh God.
Rage mode activated.
Kill him before he gets healed. Look, he's getting healed.
It's dead.
Yay.
More gems. Wow. A water sample. We should probably take this to the village. Let's go. Ooh. No. Damn, I got a lot of stuff.
There we go.
I think you could sell stuff in this game, I'm pretty sure.
Poisonous gas. Oh, damn it.
Poisonous gas.
Oh God. So what's the pickup button in this again?
Spacebar.
On a gamepad?
Whatever it is to interact with people.
Oh, RB. I got it.
Whoa! Yeah, you could, the RB.
Crystal Chronicles. That's the flashback I'm getting now.
Yeah. This was, I don't think we have anything like this in Adventures. Wait. Okay. I think. I get some heals going, Cleric. Yeah, there you go.
We're on a clock.
Yeah, we are. We got a time limit. Okay, so don't get put to sleep. Oh shit, back up. Damn it. That's sleep flower, dude. Oh no!
Wake up! Go, come on!
Oh, you're gonna get put to sleep too, no!
I'm awake.
Fuck!
Okay, wait, he's out. That's good. That's great. Don't get put to sleep. You stand on the rock. Heal. Oh man. Oh. Weedbacker. Oh.
Clear. Up, right, it's a warmer area. Wait, where is
watch
it?
out.
I don't see it. Oh,
I
there it
picked
is.
it up. It's fine. All right, let's just get out of here.
Whole ass.
What are you doing?
Forget the flowers.
No!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm dying!
Okay.
Go!
That was classic. If we'd have lost right there, that would have been highlight. What are you doing? That flower opened up and it was like,
Dude, you're a cleric, not a lancer. Stop being a lancer.
Shut up!
Stop being a lancer. It's an inside joke involving Final Fantasy XIV.
here you go, try it. Oh, okay. Try talking to this guy.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah. Little tribute. What? Did I just get a donation? Oh, no. I spent money. Twitch. Dude, I had to unsub to some people. Man, I was closing in on 30 Twitch subs.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, 100% again. Look at this.
Damn. We're just kicking ass. All right, let's see.
The game's too easy.
Guess I'll put a point into fighting prowess so I can unlock more skills eventually.
No, you know what? We should go back to town and sell some stuff. And
Probably a good idea.
you can respec. Go ahead and finish your point distribution.
Okay.
And... Oh, I didn't realize I had a new potion. Vitality. Oh, I don't need that. We got a healer on our team. Yeah, I'm gonna have to respec. I forgot that at level 5 and level 10, your skills like augment. They get they kind of like hit a new level of buffness.
I see. All right, let's see what we have here. Gear.
So let's see.
Yeah, what do I have?
Oh, I've got a bunch of materials. I'm not sure what they would actually I can use them for though.
You don't really need those. You could sell them.
Wait, the materials are the ones that are not the scroll. Well, shit, I do need scrolls in order to farm them, right?
Oh, yeah, but you won't get them. They're pretty rare. You won't really get those until epic mode.
Okay.
Maybe
I see I have stuff like glistening headgear.
So how do I actually sell stuff?
You go into your inventory and then hold right bump. Is it right bumper or A? Probably A.
Oh, okay. So basically, I go to my actual inventory. So
Yeah, it'll do like a radial.
I see.
And you can move, sell, discard, equip, whatever.
I thought I'd do it from the shop.
No, I know. Yeah, that's something. That's something we will probably have to code a sell menu at the for in the next game, because you can sell stuff from within your inventory and adventures, but it's like we might just go in there and let you do it really quickly in like a sell screen or something.
Damn it, I don't have that much
Talk to a shopkeeper and sell shit to him.
Damn, I don't have much.
So the inventories in this use a 2-dimensional array?
Nope.
Data structure?
No, it uses an array, but it's just 1-dimensional.
Ah, I see.
It like the first. Let's say if you go over the first item, not in your equipment, but in your item bag, it'd be 0, and then you go down to 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next
5,
6.
I
Right.
gotcha.
You don't need a 2-dimensional array as long as you make it to where when you hit right, it jumps 5 ahead instead of
I gotcha. Well, I was thinking more. The idea I have behind why you would use a 2-dimensional array is index 1 would be maybe what the item is, and then more detailed stuff might go in the second set of indexes.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the way it works is each item there's a bunch of arrays. Like there's like item name, item type, item costs, etc., and all of those are a 1-dimensional array, so it all matches up depending on whatever index you're at.
I gotcha. Yeah, the way I've been writing up something, I've been using a 2D array where each index of the array the first of the two indexes in the 2D array represents like the slot, and the second set of array indexes would be things like what it is, its value, and so forth.
Oh, sure.
Oh wow, I didn't realize I didn't have anything really welded weapon-wise. Then again, I think the weapon.
Such a lancer.
Shut up.
So you can go to his item shop and purchase stuff if you have enough money, which you
Let's
should
see
now
here.
after selling.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take this pendant of resilience.
Actually, I was
The shop is randomized each time you go in, so if you don't see something you really like, you can go back into it and you'll have new shit.
Damage 4, damage plus. Ooh, damage plus 4 and damage plus 15. I like that. Focus plus 1, damage plus 15. I would wager that the damage plus 4 plus 15 is better than the focus 1 plus 15, right?
Yeah, probably. Well, you're. I don't know. I guess I would go with that. Yeah. I play fighter mostly though. Cleric. That's probably more debatable. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, you could probably argue that focus would be better for cleric, because
Unfortunately, that focus was just plus 1.
instead of like plus 4 damage.
Or yeah, I would wager that a plus 4 focus would be a little more enticing.
Oh god, I forget what I bought. Okay, we're good.
3 plus 10, damn it.
Still got money. Well, I don't have enough to buy anything now. Remember, you can buy. There's white items or gray items on the left too. If you need something that's just missing and you don't have much money left, just to get something on there.
Oh, I skipped out on the plus 4, motherfucker. Okay, let's try this again. I messed, so, yeah, I messed up badly.
You need a respec, or you mean purchasing stuff?
Purchasing. Well, I didn't purchase anything yet, but I saw, I didn't go for that plus 15 plus 4 one. I'm not getting any good rolls, so I'm trying again.
Oh god.
See, let's have this shuffle and repeat. Yep, there we go. We're talking repeat. Screw it, whatever. Let's try this one more time. Oh, Imbib Warhammer. Nope, that's Endurance 1.
Huh, your SP doesn't recharge while you're doing normal attacks?
I don't think so, but in Adventures it does. Pretty
Eh.
sure.
Still kind of makes sense in a way.
Yeah. It's a little more punishing, and I think we made it to where that's not the case in the. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't mind resource meters as long as they're well handled. Like, for example, as far as games that have a stamina system go, I keep mentioning Dark Souls, but I love how Dark Souls handles stamina. It has a fairly respectable regen rate, the idea being you need to make your stuff count in the immediate sense, but it's not like you're waiting 5 minutes to get your stamina back after you've exhausted it.
Yeah.
It's just more, stamina's more measurement of how much you can do before having to take a couple seconds to take a breather. I like that. It discourages just, mashing away at the attack button and more thinking your actions out. but it doesn't leave you with a bunch of downtime, like, say, being a sorceress in Diablo 2. Ugh. AK, I hope you brought a lot of mana potions because you're going to be chugging them like an alcoholic.
There we go. Cool. I got everything I want so right now. Now I can do more damage. Yay!
Darn it, why do I keep doing that? Darn you, muscle memory! I don't think I can afford a better weapon right now. Nah, these cost too much. Shame, the enchanted longsword would be kind of nice, but yeah, I can't afford it.
Alright. There we go. Actually, give me just one moment. Grab some right quick.
I respect. Drop fire everywhere.
Fire good. I'm sticking with my current set, which is taunt button followed by lots and lots of power slashing.
Oh yeah. I wish we could play the crawl.
There we go.
The crawl, isn't that one where like you basically players alternate between being the monsters and being the heroes?
Oh, well, no, that's the game crawl. Sorry, there's a mode in this game.
Oh, you mean a mode in this? Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's like Risk of Rain mode basically. Just random level and it's mobs and monsters come at you and you try to survive.
Oh, nice.
Unlock it?
You have to unlock it by beating chapter 8. Yeah. I haven't played on this computer before. It's a new computer, so I'm back to the whoa. So here's one of our. Let's put some in the game that's different than anything else in the game. That like to mix things up because people love to have different weird shit happen in their games. And I think that's a myth. Whenever Gears of War, for example, Gears of War 2 was like super fun until they made you just hold a new game did this too. Rise, Son of Rome. It's got this really fun combat system, melee combat system, and then they put you on a turret for this boring ass turret sequence that lasts like 10 minutes, where you're not moving, you're just shooting dudes and calling in airstrikes or catapults or whatever. And it's like, you made the game worse by not letting me keep doing what was fun. Like, find what's fun in your game and just keep going with that.
Turret sequences, I have mixed feelings on. If they're done in a fun way, fine.
Right.
For example, in the new Shadow Warrior, they're brief, but they're fun because one, the turret has a blast shield on it, so it provides you some cover from what I recall. More importantly, it doesn't have any ammo or a heat meter or anything like that. It's just full auto and just keep shooting until everything is dead, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I think adding like heat or ammo to turrets was one of the worst things they could have done in shooters, because it's like, when I get by a turret, I expect to be able to just go all out.
Yeah.
Not fire and suddenly, turret's too hot!
Yeah, that's true. You're playing
a shooter. Right?
It already takes. That's the thing is probably what that's indicative of is a game that's too easy. Like the enemies you're shooting at with that turret are probably really too easy to hit. So they have to put in some other management thing to where you can't just kill everything super easy. If it was actually you had to aim and kind of lead them on and stuff, you could make it to where you didn't overheat, and it would still take skill and be entertaining.
And I'm
Sorry
gonna
about
guess
the
the
coughing.
windmills are done with a basic sprite rotation effect.
Yep. Yeah, but they look nice though.
Oh yeah.
They add a
Hey, it's a
kind of
handy effect. I used it for quite a bit of things myself.
All right, I'm gonna skip this. You guys can come back to that later. It's a little town you can go into.
Gotcha.
So you have something. Next time you play, you have something to go explore. This will make this level go really fast too. Ah!
Where did you come from?
The bees are invisible while they move.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you have to kind of be on your guard when there's beehives around, because they'll just swarm you all of a sudden. Or you can just go kill the beehive before anything comes out of it.
But in that case, easy crit opportunity, so like hell I'm not gonna skip that.
So these.
Do we each get our own soul charge meter, or do we share it?
We share that. This thing here is a teleportation stone. Doesn't do anything in Rebirth, but they're all over adventures. You
Okay.
use them.
Oh neat.
We've kind of used those. The lore of those is that the Lich in the second game uses them to come over here and quickly invade or whatever, but we don't actually explicitly say that anywhere. It's just something how we just kind of, oh, here's another one. We just kind of like reasoned it out in our mind, like how could they have come over so quickly? And so we added those in, just so nobody would find a plot hole in the game, you know.
Oh, it's like you add those to this, like afterwards, you mean?
We added no, that was when the game. We had the Lich and stuff. We had basically one of those adventures figured out when we made this game as well.
Ah, I see. Planning ahead, in other words.
Or the lore and the setting and everything. Yeah, we knew. It's because it was my story. I knew what was going on all over the world, but it's just a matter of finding appropriate ways to introduce that information without being at like just an overload of non-essential stuff. So yeah, we might drop a just make your character kind of remark like, hey, I remember seeing these teleportation stones on the mainland. This must be how the Lich invaded a few years back or whatever. So like the Rebirth players would be like, well, that's right, those were in the first game, and kind of just piece it together. So kind of fan service stuff.
Why don't I like where this is going?
Time to dance with swords. That's from a movie. One of my favorite movies called Role Models.
Aw,
One of the best comedies I've ever seen, in my opinion.
this guy again.
Well, he's nothing if not persistent.
Ha ha ha. Ow. No.
Oh, jeez, he's
Ah,
stupid.
put him to sleep. You get one free hit, and it's a critical hit automatically when they're asleep. Oh, man. Okay, you guys are... I sleep... Or, no, I didn't. Shit. Oh, shit, watch out.
Whirlwind mode? Oh, God.
Oh, no! Is that our first death?
Yep.
It is, huh?
Oh,
Man.
no, perfect this time around.
Oh! Got him. Barbuda has his caps lock on. Whoa, hey dude, I'm trying to get this loot. Stop talking to me.
Let's see what we have here. Some gems, toughness, elemental resistance. And green gems replace the first property?
Depends on the color of the item you're trying to. If it's blue, if it's a blue item, it'll replace the first property. If it's a green item, it'll replace the second. But it should always improve it. It should always be an improvement.
Okay.
Okay, time for very long story.
Thanks for coming by, Crystal Rain.
Good night, Crystal. Yeah, Fresh Sheet there is one of the, and Azure Night Rush as well. They're both beta testers or alpha testers on adventures.
Yeah, I think Retro and I would like to try adventures once the beta is available.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll for sure be looking to get adventures in the hands of Twitch streamers during the beta.
Hey,
Let's see how we did. We have one death from a Lancer. 92%.
Ah, the death. Wait a minute. Wait. Why does it say he died twice?
Oh yeah, the bomb during the pirate deal.
Oh yeah, I survived that.
Didn't.
No.
I'm sorry. God.
We're so see that's so now like you don't have to play the chapter again, but we were getting 200 character points when we got 100%. Now we only get 92. You get a bonus 100 if you hit the 100%.
Damn it.
I mean, we had to do that, you know, because otherwise people get 99. They'd be like, it's good enough. I'm only missing one. We're like, no, you gotta get 100 and you get an extra 100, you know, get that incentive.
Apparently I cannot augment those. Oh well.
What do you guys say we wrap this up, like play my trailer for Adventures and then call it a night?
Alrighty.
Okay. Yeah, let's me play it then. One moment.
Yeah, if you guys play or keep playing and get to chapter 8, you get to try the crawl out. That's a lot of fun.
Okay.
But
So let's end this little thing on the introduction to Rebirth. I mean, not Rebirth. Adventures.
Oh yeah. Got the music playing though. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hold
on. Retro Fighter, is it?
Yeah, well, that's the name of my character. I'm Retro Nutcase.
Retro Nutcase. Sorry. Yeah, man, you have some great questions because of your coding background. It's good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've done a bit of Game Maker. I know a few things about it. Still remembering it. I haven't touched it in a while, but done some basic things with it since I got back into it.
That's good.
Simple menu system, basic kind of overhead perspective game, kind of like this. Not really a game yet, just more of a room with a few basic enemies. Pathfinding to make them capable of tracking you past a wall. Line of sight, stuff like that.
What's Why don't you just make it full screen? What are you doing?
Yeah, let's do that. Whatever.
Probably a good idea.
Oops, that's why.
I see him struggling to fit it in the
Okay, let's try it.
window. It's pretty funny.
That checks them here, actually. Respec. Oh, I need to get at least one skill so I can see how much of a drain it is. Respec, and I am going to go ahead and... that.
Yeah, there's definitely a noticeable difference in the spriting a bit too.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that cough. I tried to hit the mute button in time and failed.
It's all good.
They said barely audible. How is that possible?
That is Wonderlust Adventures.
Yeah,
We'll be looking
forward to it.
Yes, we are definitely going to be looking forward to this. Hey, Leth, I want to thank you for coming by our stream, play the game with us.
Oh yeah, thanks for inviting me. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I played Rebirth. It's a lot of. I mean, it just brings back some memories of the old 4:3 aspect ratio in the game. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten this ratio even exists. You barely see it anymore.
I know.
Like, what are these black bars on my screen?
Right, exactly. I mean, when we started making this game, 16:9 just wasn't the most popular aspect ratio. It was like back in 2006. So over time, I mean, it took us too long to make the game. And by that point, a lot of the game was designed around this aspect ratio. It would have been a major chore to update it. And like some of the maps wouldn't even have been large enough to accommodate a 16:9 aspect ratio. You'd like see the edges of the map just by walking into the room. So no, I really, guys, appreciate it. I can't wait to get the game into your hands, so you can play it on your stream and share it with your viewership, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Definitely. I'll be happy to provide feedback, of course.
Oh yeah. Those bug reports, very important. And I think the plan is to do like a limited time or limited number of beta keys that you could pay a little bit extra to get into the beta early.
Okay.
But we're going to encourage anybody who does so to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And make sure they report feedback to us using our bug report form, which we've made, and because that bug report form is auto formatted and put into a spreadsheet that goes to my desktop basically.
Neat.
So
okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. And
sounds handy.
I don't take bug reports directly. Basically, if you trying to get me on Skype and be like, "Hey, something happened," I'm just gonna go, "Yeah, that's nice," and use the bug report form because
makes sense to me.
I can't afford to. I mean, you've worked on games before. Like, it's super easy to get distracted.
Oh yeah.
I need to be able to work at it at my own pace, and all the guys in the alpha have been great. They occasionally they slip up and say, "Hey, this happened" or whatever, because it's a big deal. Now I'm just kind of like, nah, just put it in the bug report thing and